Hey guys, Saf here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the finale of the Titan event. We've had it going on now for around about 13 weeks. We are coming to the end of this Titan event, the new model of a long-term Titan event. I've done videos in the past looking at how many points are we going to get in total for these anniversary tokens. And what I want to do in this video is do another update on that so we can see how many total points we think is going to happen. Now, if you don't know why I've been doing these video series, it is because they told us at the start of this event that the amount of anniversary points you would be able to get would be limited. So you would get enough to be able to complete the event, but they didn't really say how much in total they would be giving out. So you didn't know as a player how many anniversary points you would be able to skip. So I have been collecting the screenshots of every single event and Heroes Path and tournament, all the different places in which you can acquire anniversary points. I probably missed one or two things, like maybe a tournament win here or there, but I'm pretty much odds on in terms of every single point of acquisition for these anniversary tokens. They haven't sold them in any packs. You've only been able to get them from the different events. We do still have more coming. It's about, I think, 11 days left of this event. So there is still some time to get more points. But I want to kind of give you that summary of the math that we've got so far so that you can make a decision about how much you would push to get different rewards as we come to the end of this event. So let's go and have a look at the math that I have been collecting. As I mentioned, since the start of the Titan event, I have been cataloging every single place in which you can get anniversary tokens, and I have been cataloging it in this list here. I've excluded the ability to win a tournament. There were some points available if you won a specific tournament, because I just generally feel like that's not something anyone should be expected to achieve, and therefore Plarium wouldn't do the same thing either, right? They're not going to expect you to win that tournament. They're just going to give you bonus points. I've put in all of the March stuff here. We did have a pretty chunky points acquisition here from Heroes Path, from the Clover Path. Pretty much the Heroes Path have been the highest rewarding anniversary tokens thus far, although some summon rushes have been pretty popular in terms of like the last summon rushes increased it slightly. We had 1500 from the champion training event that we recently just had, but generally it's around about 500 per tournament, around about 1,000 in some of the chase and event style, and then the paths have been somewhere with 3. The only outlier is obviously the Clover Path give you 6,000 total points. So I've taken these points in total and I've put them over into a total reward chart here. So you can see so far we've had a grand total of 81,000 points available. So some people have probably already completed the Titan event path completely. Once you hit 77,000, that is the final reward for these anniversary tokens. And that is split between 18,000 from a Heroes Path, from 5 Heroes Paths. Then 29 events have run with 29,000, so we're averaging about 1,000 points per event. And then we've got 38 tournaments and 34,000 total tokens. So you can see that generally Heroes Path reward the most amount of tokens. Events are kind of 1-to-1, like one event is 1,000 tokens, and then tournaments are under 1,000. They're about, on average, 500 to 750. And of course, we've got all these rewards that you can get from there. I mean, some of these might be more valuable than others. I actually think that the total rewards are not too bad. It's a long-term investment, but you're doing a lot of these events as part of a fusion, or maybe you're doing them as champion chase, or maybe you're doing them because you want to collect certain champions. You're acquiring these rewards in addition and bonus, so it's not so bad. We got some unique avatars, we got some skill tomes, we got some immortal soul stones and soul essences. I've got my tier 2 immortal soul stone to pull in the end of this video, so we can see what we get out of that. Probably nothing, because those stones never reward me anything. We've got a bunch of multi-battles, some XP brews, a bit of silver, general stuff. And then we've got, of course, these new Titan chests. And we're starting to see more of these chests being put into events to replace certain rewards, which I think is okay. My personal opinion of the Titan chest is if it changes a subpar reward into a chance to get more of a different type of reward, but it's still predominantly going to give you the subpar reward, that's okay, because I haven't lost anything. I've just gained a chance to get something better. The place where this is pretty bad is if they take out like a 5-star chicken to give you a chest that has a 5% chance to get a 5-star chicken and then like a 50% chance to get silver. Those are bad. We saw in the last champion training event, they put a platinum chest that didn't contain silver. So it's a much better reward because, okay, you might not want some of the rewards in there. Maybe you'll end up low roll and you'll walk away with gems. But hey, at least you're not like replacing a good reward with something bad. Some people might argue, well, that was a guaranteed epic book. I think there was already an epic book in the path anyway. So as long as the Titan chests, these anniversary chests, replace a subpar reward with a chance to get something better in that chest, I'm okay with it. What I'm not okay with is when they replace good rewards with chances to get that reward that is less than the guaranteed. That's not good. So what does this all really mean? Well, as of the 28th of March, which is today when I'm filming this, the video should be going out today as well, we've had 72 total events. 72 total events from the whole system. We can see we've got that here. 72, that's events, hero paths, and tournaments. Of that, we've acquired 81,000 tokens if you exclude the tokens for winning a tournament, which I've done. It's been running for 78 days, and we've got about 11 days left. So an average token per event right now is about 1,125, but we have had some events start today, so I would expect this to drop down to an average of about 1,000 once the days of the current events have finished. And then we've got average tokens per day of 1,038, which means we can predict going forward what the end outcome is going to be. At the end of this Titan event, we would have probably had the opportunity to gain somewhere in the region of 92.5k Titan points. I'm pretty confident that this is going to be the marker now. Somewhere between 90 to 95,000 points is going to be how many Titan points they put on offer, which means you can afford to miss around about 15,000 tokens. So you've got to make a decision now. Based on the fact that there is 81,000 points already out there, if you have collected all of the current ones, of course, so the ones that just come out today, if you've finished those, that's how many total. There's probably going to be another 12,000 to 13,000 tokens left for you to get. So if we look at the rewards in the event, if you are more than 13,000, you need to start making decisions about which events are worth pushing, because if you can't get to the reward milestones you want, then it may not be worth it. However, one caveat I want to make. There's nothing stopping Plarium dropping a big event like another Clover Path that has a large amount of points, which are more and above the average of what we've been tracking so far. And there's also nothing stopping them selling some anniversary points to try and like FOMO people into buying some for the few milestones they've missed out. So I'm not going to sit here with 100% confidence and say if you don't get to the 77,000, you won't be able to get to the 77,000. But it's a pretty high likelihood that that's going to come at a cost if you don't get there. So that's the TLDR here. It's going to be somewhere between 90 to 95,000. I think there's about 10 to 15,000 Titan points available from the remaining events that are going to be running for the rest of these days. That is kind of the situation with Titan event points. So I just want to do a quick kind of summary, in my opinion, of whether I thought this Titan event system was pretty good. I actually think I like this overarching kind of model where you basically have an event that sits above all other events and gives you bonus rewards based on you working towards that. Now, to some extent, I think people will be unhappy, and I kind of understand why, that they replaced some good rewards with these Titan event points. I get that. But generally, I think the odds, what you've got in this reward system was pretty good. I would say I think 3 months is too long. I think a month is about appropriate, a bit like a battle pass style system where the event would last for a month. I think that is much better. You can create thematic things around it, right? You can have like the spring event or the spring Titan event, or you can have like the summer solstice Titan event, or you can have the harvest math Titan event, right? You can make them seasonal, you can make them thematic. You could have done like a St. Patrick's Titan event or something of that nature, an Easter style one. There is lots of ways you can thematically make a cool type of event that overarches. Obviously, this was a trial at a 3 month. I think 3 months is too long, personally. 2 to 1 month is probably appropriate. And I think generally the reward structures that we've got here in terms of avatars, soul stones, soul essence, energy, I think they're okay. I would like to see these gold chests and these platinum chests not have silver in them, just because I think that's a pretty depressing thing to pull out of a chest after you've worked pretty hard to get it. Like, we've spent 3 months getting to the diamond chest, and then you might just pull silver. It's pretty bad. I don't mind silver being in the bronze chest because that's very low effort to get it, but certainly these diamond, these platinum, and probably the gold chest, there should be no silver. And I do like the concept of the chest in the sense that it's kind of like a deck of fate style thing where you can pick some random reward out of it that you get. You might not get what you want, but sometimes you will. I think the key thing is, again, it shouldn't replace good rewards. It should be in place of rewards that might be subpar, that you might want to make more dynamic. And what I mean by that is, if we look in this artifact enhancement event, if you want to replace these type charms or replace these gems or replace these core hammers with a chest, then that's fine, because 10 core hammers, 5 charms, and 15 gems are not make or break. If I end up rolling silver instead of 15 gems, I'm not going to be upset about it. But if I have a chance to roll maybe a 3-star chicken, or maybe some more energy, maybe I prefer the energy over the gems. That is, I just think, a little bit more interesting and engaging. Like up here, for example, you give me 5 soul essence. If that was a chest that had a chance to give me soul stones, soul essence, chickens, an epic book, and maybe an ancient shard, a void shard, and some energy, and it can give me something out of that instead of the soul essence, again, I'm not too upset, because you're replacing something that is an okay reward with a chance to still get that reward, but a chance to get some rewards that maybe I want more than that reward anyway. So I think overall, I think the event has been, I wouldn't say a massive success, but I think it's a very good model that could be improved and refined to get us where we want to get to. So to close out this video, I just want to pull my tier 2 soulstone here. We've also got a tier 1. Just a bit of fun, just a bit of thing. I'm not going for the Supreme Kale because I have a grand old 0 void shards. So another 4-star. I think I've pulled like 4 4-star arcanas here. It's really, really depressing. I'm not really going for Supreme Kale because I don't have the Void Shards. However, I think the Supreme Kale is very good to go for. I think he's a really, really good Void Legendary. So I would definitely consider, if you've got the Voids, he's probably worth 110 Voids. If you have to buy them all, maybe not. We do get an Epic. Oh, we get a 4-star Alika. Oh, that's actually quite cool. That's a bit of an improvement. That's actually a massive improvement because we get the 20% crit damage. So she gets a nice little damage boost. I don't really use my Alika in Clan Boss too often these days, but I should probably try and build her back into a Clan Boss team and try and really maximize the damage. So that's kind of pushed her up now to a 20% extra crit damage. So we can really push some crazy numbers on her. So there you go, guys. That is the Titan event path kind of concluded. I don't think I'm going to do another video on it now. I'm probably going to get my last points and get my Sacred Shard and go. Thanks very much for all the rewards. It was a pretty cool experience. And let's hope they come back with more refinement to the system, because I think it should be interesting and engaging. It could be quite fun. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you thought of the Titan event and whether you engaged with the system. Are you close to completing it, or do you think you're going to miss out on some rewards? Let me know. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up as always. And if you want to see more videos from this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. That will come straight into your feed. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.